Hi everybody, it's Lori Bradley here in St. Louis, Missouri, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm super excited. I decided at the last minute that it was time to talk about Sale-A Bration. I should have been telling you this for weeks, although I have. If you've been watching my Lunch with Lori classes, then you've seen some of the Sale-A Bration items. But Sale-A Bration is the absolute best time of the Stampin' Up! Year, and it is January and February, so it ends next Friday is February 28th, which is super sad. But I'm going to take one video all the weekdays. The weekend, I'm not going to promise because our son's birthday, we've got some crazy things going on. So anyway, I'm going to show you at least Monday through Friday a card each day using a Sale-A Bration item or more, either at least one, but a couple of the cards, tonight's card included, will have more than one product included. And how does Sale-A Bration work? I know you're wondering, well, what is it if it's so great? If you spend $60 in my online store, you can pick a Sale-A Bration item, and there are multiple choices for the $60 items. There are stamp sets. They just added some new catalog stamp sets, which there's the butterfly stamp set from the mini catalog is included. It's you can get it for free. You can buy the dies and the embossing folder and be good to go. But one of the things they've added is the dies, and they are called Alphabet a la Mode, I think that's the name of them. I'm not going to show you that one tonight. I'm going to show you one of the items that's actually an item that's a bigger item that is one of the $120 items, and it's called Heart Shaped. And why do you have to spend more to get it for free? Because it's a bundle, a stamp set and dies that match. So I'm going to show you this. So I'm going to start with that because in case you got to save a little bit of money before the end of the month to place your order, that is what we'll have to do. So let me flip this camera around, and I'm going to make this card, and we will get going. Well, hey Monica, I am glad you are here because I think this is one of your favorite bundles, if I understand correctly, one of your favorite Sale-A Bration items. So let's see. I'm going to show you the bundle, and this is the stamp set, cute little stamp set. It has a little filigree type heart. Let me get my camera set up. There we go. All right, the filigree stamp. There's some little flowers, some really pretty words. There's thank you, my heart loves your heart. Right now, tonight, I'm going to do my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. And so the dies that match, there's 6 dies. There's the fun little heart that's made out of leaves. There's some other leaves, a little flower. If you have the Country Birdhouse set, it looks very similar to those flowers. And then there's some stems where you could put a flower on, and then there's the 3 flower cutout and the sentiment. So I'm just going to make one card every day, and then we will revisit those kind of things every day. So tonight and tomorrow night, I think we'll be at 7. I will post tomorrow for sure what time I'm going to be live. All right, now I need a choice. That's what I thought. I thought that was one of your favorites. All right, I need you to help me decide if we're going to use a Melon Mambo card base or a Shy Shamrock card base. And I have both of those ready, but let me show you. Let's decide that last. So think about this. So Monica, this is especially for you because I know you like to make choices. Shy Shamrock or Melon Mambo. I'm going to set those aside. All right, now let's talk about what we're going to do here. I have used a different bundle, and I have the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper, which is a Sale-A Bration item. So this is, hey Pam, how are you? Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper. It is beautiful. It's one of my favorite things in the catalog. And so there's multiple patterns. There's the pattern I'm going to use today, which has kind of a solid Shy Shamrock, or not solid, but more almost looks like Shy Shamrock clouds. And then we have the Fresh Freesia and Blackberry Bliss, which is beautiful as well with the Blackberry Bliss background. This is a $60 item, so you don't have to spend quite as much, but the paper is beautiful. Let me show you all the patterns really quick, and then let's get cracking. Let's see, 1, 2, okay, all of them. I'm a sucker for flowers, and right now when there's chances of snow, does not make me happy. I love this one. I think this one's so pretty. And then there's pink, which is, oh, they're all kind of similar, but they're just small bunches of flowers. Okay, so I chose for my card today the multicolored flower. I could have used any of them. Dropped my paper in the floor. I don't have to pick that up because you can't see it. You can't see my mess. All right, so I have cut a panel of this designer series paper, and you will see that I have cut a heart out of the middle, and I went ahead and did that so you didn't have to watch me suffer through that. And we are going to use both pieces, and this particular thing will make enough for 2 cards, so actually we might actually use the Melon Mambo and the Shy Shamrock, but for tonight we might. Anyway, I'll make both eventually and post them. All right, so I'm babbling. I feel like I'm babbling. I apologize for that. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our paper trimmer, and I have my heart, and I'm going to put my heart right in the middle so that the bottom tip of the heart and the top section of the heart line up with my cutter. Okay, so we're going to get those right in the way in that little lane, and I'm going to go toward the middle. I'm going to lift it up. When I use my trimmer with this, I don't want to take my trimmer and go upwards on that point. I'm going to move my trimmer up and come down so I'm not cutting into that little piece. So I have half a heart here and half a heart here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the actual heart that I die cut. I used the Hearts of Elegance bundle, or just the dies actually, to die cut this heart out, and it's just a single heart, and I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to cut it from the top of that, or where the little heart comes in, all the way down to the point. I got a swap card from a lady named Oksana at the Fun Crafter. Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you lies. It's the Fun Crafter. And so I thought, oh, my ladies would love this. So, because I loved it. All right, so I'm going to use this side and this heart. This one I will use later. Okay, so I'm going to sit that right aside. Now, when I've got a white panel, and I'm going to stamp my words, and I'm going to stamp those, I believe, let's do Shy Shamrock. We're going to stamp in Shy Shamrock. Hi, Robin. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad the time worked. I decided kind of last minute. I'm like, no, we're doing this. We are making Sale-A Brating cards every day. So every day we're making at least 1 card, maybe 2. We'll see how long this takes me. All right, so I'm going to stamp my sentiment down here in the bottom. Actually, I got to move it closer to me so I can actually see. I don't usually do nighttime, so hopefully it's not too dark in my room here. All right, so we've got our My Thoughts of You are all heart-shaped. That's all I'm going to stamp right now. Now we're going to do something fun. We are going to assemble this side of our heart. So it's only a half a heart from our panel. I'm going to assemble that right there onto that side of our white panel. I don't know if any of you have seen this card. My glue is empty. These things happen. We're just going to open a brand new bottle of Tombow. I like to use the Tombow for the liquid. Oops. I threatened my family. Matt told me he didn't need ice. I said, don't even go near the ice maker. Caden was off today, so I think he's playing video games online. Threatened him, don't come in here, don't come near me. Okay, I don't have to worry about that so much during the daytime. So I apologize in advance if they get crazy. All right. So I have my white panel. I have my heart. Now, we're going to take the other side of the heart. I'm going to put it right here. It's going to be the opposite side of the heart. Isn't that fun? Okay, so let's do that. Make sure you got your edges and your little pointy end of your heart. And then we're going to place it right at the edge. Just like that. Okay. Now's when you girls get to, well, no, we can go ahead. I won't make you decide. So if you are just joining me, this is our card. You can decide whether to use a Shy Shamrock card base or a Melon Mambo. So let me know what you think. As now that you know what the card's sort of going to look like, you can think about it a little bit more. All right, I have die cut the heart. I always call them weeds, but it's like the stem with the leaves. I've already die cut this, so I don't have to do that again while you wait on me. And I'm going to peel this back. I put some adhesive sheet. I didn't cover the whole back. I didn't need the whole back. And I hope that I can get this off of here easily because I was afraid. I didn't want to pull it until I was ready to do it. There we go. All right, so the middle section, we're going to get rid of that. I don't know what I would actually use that for. And we're just going to peel the backing off. And I just did 2 strips just to hold down the top and the bottom section. You could easily use the liquid glue if you wanted, with the silicone mat and a sponge if you wanted to, or you can just use the adhesive sheet, which was my preference. Okay, so our heart comes down. I don't want to stick it all the way down because I want to make sure that I've got it centered. Center that, and then you can push the leaves down onto the other heart. Okay. Now I also die cut some Melon Mambo flowers. And so I'm going to place those onto our little flower guy. I'm going to do 2. Actually, I think I'm going to offset them just a little bit so it looks like our flower has a little more oomph to it. Put it right on the bottom. And then let's turn it. So it just looks like our flower has some extra petals. Just like that. And you could do multiple flowers if you wanted. I'm just going to do the one. All right, now it's decision time. Okay, here's what the Melon Mambo will look like. Okay, and here is what the Shy Shamrock would look like. Any opinions? This is your last chance to give me your thoughts. So I will wait patiently for like 1 minute just to make sure. You know what? I have my own opinion. If I don't hear one, I'll give you a couple of seconds to tell me what you think. All right. I'm going to go with pink, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to go ahead. And I just realized this is a little crooked, but hopefully my receiver will just think that I'm so nice because of my heart's thinking about you. All right, you could easily do like another color of a matte around the outside, but I'm just going to go with the white because I want this designer series paper to be like the star of my show. All right, so I have this. Now I'm going to add 2 extra little touches. One is a Sale-A Brating item. Oh, Melon Mambo. Thank you, Monica. All right. Good choice. Good choice. Okay. I'm going to use the purple adhesive back sequins. These are also a $60 Sale-A Brating item. This is actually Berry Burst, so it's a little bit too purple for me. There's not much fresh freesia, so I'm not going to use that one either. I'm actually going to use the white. And I set my take your pick tool down. Well, maybe we will do it without the take your pick tool tonight. I will use the tip of my scissors. Today, My friend Sarah and I are working on a retreat, an all-day craft retreat, and I have things strewn about my whole living room and dining room area. So why not make a little bit more mess? Okay, I'm going to use one of the bigger white sequins right in the center of our flower. So it's going to be there. And so I'm going to add just a couple more just to add a little bit of shine. Place those maybe over here. Now, I can stop here. And if I'd used a different section of the paper or one of the other papers like the Fresh Freesia and the Blackberry Bliss, I would probably use the Fresh Freesia seam binding ribbon, which is very pretty to make a bow. It's lightweight, it's easy to put on your cards. I'm not sure I would tie it very well, but you know, you never know. But I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek. There are new online exclusive products coming out in the beginning of March, which is just a couple of weeks, and I'm going to show you one of the new ribbons. And this is a 1/4 inch white ribbon and has a little bit of a texture. It's kind of a woven ribbon, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put a bow right at the bottom of my heart. So I'm going to make the bow. Just a plain little bow. I don't want it to be too big because it's at the bottom of my card. All right, ta-da. Trim that. But if I can tie a bow with this ribbon, then you know it's good ribbon, right? Okay. So we have our bow. I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to attach it right at the bottom of the heart. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to show you the sample, the swap card. This was the swap card that I got, and this is why I chose the Melon Mambo, so I could show you something different. But hers was the green, the Shy Shamrock, and then hers used this the Fresh Freesia with the Fresh Freesia ribbon. So we have both choices. We have the Melon Mambo and we have the Shy Shamrock. If you have 30 seconds, 2 minutes, we can make another one, and I can show you what the heart would look like on the other side. I have all the pieces cut here. So thank you. I still struggle with bows. It is still, you know, one of those things, but I'm getting better, and it kind of depends on the ribbon too. So all right, so let's make another second card, but this time we will use the Shy Shamrock base because that's what I have cut. But I'm going to use a different word this time. I'm going to use thank you. I'm going to put thank you down there in the bottom right. So I'm going to use pink ink. So I'm going to get my stamp all inked up with the pink ink. I have to move it closer to me. Ignore the knocking in the background. I am not sure what's going on with my family. All right, so I've got thank you. I'm going to start, oh, but you know what? I'm not going to do it that way because my paper is going to cover that. So I got to put it on this side. So let's try this again. I wasn't thinking, was I? All right, that's what I get for trying. Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't usually put the sentiment on the left side, so I think this will be an unusual. You're getting a bonus. We're making 2 cards. I only planned to make 1, but since I have the stuff cut, let's do it. All right, now we have the other piece of the heart, just like the piece that we used on the first one. So this is the other side of the panel. We're going to put that piece here, then we're going to put the other side of the heart on that side. We're going to do the same thing we did on the first one. My husband may be in trouble. He's downstairs in the basement, and I told him not to box up any boxed up clothes that I was looking for the other day. All right, here we go. There's big chances of snow here, but luckily the inches expected, are going down, so not quite as bad as it could have been. Okay, which I'm done with winter, in case anybody wants to know. I'm done with that. I'm ready for spring. Okay, so we're gonna put this, line it up right at the edge, just like that. And you can see that it flows because the blue would have gone all the way around, or would have been right up here. Okay, I have another heart leaf. It should be right here on my table. I literally just had it. Nighttime. I'm not sure where it disappeared to. What in the world? It was literally right here, because that's why I thought, oh, I've got two of these. I will go ahead and do it. Well, I will not make you sit here. I will finish my card. Okay, for real. Ladies, I am having a heart attack here. I have another one of the filigree leaf hearts cut. Oh, I am so done with winter. Matt said, well, it is winter. It's January, February. Don't care. All right. For real. Y'all are wondering, and you probably, where's my heart? It was right here. How does this happen? It probably stuck to the bottom of something that I didn't need it to. All right, well, let's just do the half heart, the thank you, and we'll go with it. And when I find it, I will attach it. Goodness gracious. I try very hard to have everything organized and on my table so that you don't have to watch me struggle, and here I am. I can always add it later. That'll be a fun, simple little thank you note that you used half, the other half. So it's one little panel, one 3 3/4 by 5-inch panel, and that I cut the heart from the Hearts of Elegance, and then I just cut everything in half. I cut the heart, and then I cut the panel. So there you have it. Wait, let's go ahead and let's add a ribbon. I might as well. Ugh. I'm gonna be so mad when I find this heart. It is literally nowhere on my table. Under my... I am positive that I cut two. Like, I am 100% positive. I just don't see it. Maybe it's on the floor. I'm gonna look in one last place. No, I don't see it. But when I do find it, I'm going to be really mad. Ugh. There's my two hearts. There's the inside of it, like it's ready. It was already pulled away from the thing. I'm giving up. It's fine. It's fine. There are some times that I do doubt myself, Pam, but this was not one of them. I was sure that I cut two. So, oh well. I'm just gonna blame it on Monday. It is Monday. All right, if you're still with me, thank you. And we'll put a little glue dot on it. Arrange it quite nicely. Stick it down, and then I will add that silly green heart when I'm done. But even just like that would be super fun. We could do that on a note card. It'd be a great note card. And there we go. So we have the one with the heart. And we use the fun new white ribbon. You'll be able to see that, like I said, at the beginning of March. And then the other one, I will add the green, because I have the pink flowers right here ready to go. And I will use, for this one, I might actually use, since the card is not so pink, I think I'll use the pink gems. And I'm just gonna put 2 on there so that I can put the big one on the flower. Just like that. All right. I will post hopefully the final picture of my heart on the card, and then again, I'll post the picture. I will post the shopping link. If you spend $50, I give you a free online fun fold class. My January, if you purchased in January, those classes are actually getting ready to go in the mail, and you'll get an email with those. And then if you spend $60, you get a Sale-A Bration item, whether it's this paper, it's the fresh freezer ribbon, these gems. If you spend $120, the heart die and stamp set is included. So you saw it in the frame. So it was right here, right? There was 2 of them. All right. I don't even know what to say. All right, I'm just gonna give up because I've looked over my whole desk 3 times. Oh, ta-da! It is on the bottom of the ink pad. Shoo. Look at that. See, I knew I cut it. Goodness gracious. All right, well, mystery solved. The one place I didn't look was underneath, so I've already got the adhesive sheet on here. Probably it was just a little sticky, stuck to the bottom of the ink pad. And I'm gonna stick this right here. Now you'll get to see the full picture of what the card looked like. I'm gonna move it up just a little. Okay, and my 2 pink flowers. Woo! Thanks for saving me, ladies. Just one of those days. Place those so that they're a little bit off. And this one, I think I'm gonna put on a dimensional. Let's see if that makes a difference. Just pop it up just a smidge, and then put the gem on it, and then we will be completely done. And we got 2 cards out of the same little piece of designer series paper. I love that. Oh, we used pink this time, so let's use the pink gem in the middle. And there we go. We have the green card with the pink writing, and we have the pink card with the green writing. So thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow night, it's supposed to snow. I'm supposed to have my stamp club, but I'm about to move that. So if you are a stamp club member, watch out for your email. We will be, because the snow is of course supposed to come right at club time. So if you are watching, great, thank you so much. I will be back live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, and we will use another few Sale-A Bration items for tomorrow's cards. So I will look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe and stay warm.